All right, so it's time for another Ghetto Antiques Roadshow. And tonight, we are going to see what's in this box. And I'm going to tell you about the first world problems I was having while I opened the box. So Ghetto Antiques Roadshow is a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week operation. And it is 3:27 a.m. And boys and girls, guess what happened? First world problems. My internet decided not to work anymore, and I freaked out, and I went into a panic, and I called Verizon up. And Verizon said, due to the pandemic, that's only 3 years now almost, there's no more customer service agents 24 hours a day. So you have to wait till 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in order to get help. And then I freaked out because without internet, the Ghetto Antiques Roadshow can't operate. And and so I went on a chat and I was talking to some guy named Vishnu from India, and Vishnu said, well, I don't know if I can help you. Well, actually, I read that in his voice. And finally, Vishnu got my internet working. Okay, so what do we have here? We have here basically what I call buying in the blind, boys and girls. And what is buying in the blind? It's when a seller lists something and you think it's sort of a sleeper, a rare item that's worth a lot more than the buy it now, and the pictures are absolute shit. So it's basically a mystery box. And let's get this open. As a matter of fact, I will show you how shitty the seller's listing was and why I'm buying in the blind, boys and girls. Okay, so I paid a total of $38.67 for this, and let's check out the seller's listing, and wait till you see this one. This is a beaut. This is a beaut. This is the photos that I had to work with, boys and girls, and I was hoping that this, and I'll show you the continued, this is bad. Okay, blurry, blurry, blurry all day long, right? And it doesn't really show much detail, and I'm hoping that this is either an antique French Lapis colored glass box, or an Italian Murano glass box from the mid 20th century. And I figured for $24 and then shipping, it's worth the risk. So in situations like this, either you win or you lose. And when I say that, you can lose $38.67 and curse yourself for taking the chance, or you can hit it big time, if you know what I mean. And when I say big time, it'll be something that's rare. And the seller really pretty much sold thrift store junk. And so I'm hoping this, boys and girls, isn't thrift store junk. And I asked her to pack it very, very well. And so far, so good. And I do these videos just for documentation purposes. If they pack it shitty and the item arrives broken, I have proof. And what's better than proof? Oh, God. Here we go. You ready, guys? Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Oh, I hear something rattling. Oh, dear God. Oh, that makes me nervous. Okay, you ready? Is it really this French glass? Valuable, by the way, valuable. When I say valuable, I mean real valuable. Well worth more than $38.67 box that I think it is, or is it shiz? And let's pray to God it's the first of the two choices I mentioned. Okay, let's do this slowly. And I collect these very old glass French and Italian boxes. And nope, wait a minute, it's not it's... Holy shit, guys, do you know what this is? Do you want to know what this is? Okay, guys, we hit it the big time. This is Lapis. Well, not as in Lapis Lazuli. I like saying that, Lapis Lazuli. Let's get this shit out of the way over here, because it's making this very, very fancy dancy box look like shit. So let's get all the papers and crap out of the way. And there we go. All right, let's look at this again. Okay, and let's get the glare out. Okay, we got to represent this beautifully. All right, so, this damn glare. Here, I'll put my gloved hand, my hooker glove on it. And wow, and it's blurry, just like the seller's pictures, boys and girls. There we go. Now look close. Look closely. So it's one of two things. This is, and I'm no expert. This could be actually very, very old opal. Yeah, opaline glass. That's the word I'm looking for. Opaline glass, Lapis Lazuli colored. And I love that word. Can't you tell I say it a lot here? This could be a very old Lapis Lazuli French glass box. Or it could be mid-century mid 20th century Murano Italian glass. And I'm going to open it up and look inside to try to see patterns of age or a marking. And I'm going to have to guess here that this is actually one of the two that I mentioned. But look at this, opaque glass. And it is not ceramic, it is not porcelain, it is not thrift store junk. And I'm going to show you why. Wait till you see this one. Okay, guys, I hit it the big time. Well, I didn't hit millions like the lotto, but this is big time. And I'm going to actually show it up in the light and better for you really fast before we go over what these boxes are and why I'm so excited. If I can shut this damn phone off and go to the next frame. Oh my God, marvel at this. Marvel at this, guys. Look at this. Look at the gold gild work painted throughout it. And this beautiful, beautiful gold doré or gold bronze type of mounting. And look how the glass shines. It's a beautiful opaline glass. We got this beautiful medallion painted in gold gilding on top. No damage, which is like a major, major thing. Let's see if there's any markings on the bottom. No markings, which is quite usual for these things. And let's go over really fast and see what these things are and what they sell for. And they're actually known as casket boxes. And boys and girls, I hate saying the word casket because I fear for my own mortality. Okay, so I typed in the keywords French opaline glass cylinder box. And now we see a bunch of examples. So let's see. This one is being sold for $450. Or doll hairs. It has the same exact mounting design as mine. And this is a beautiful, almost like lemon colored glass. And yeah, look at that. Dated 1840. It says commonly predates 1840. Don't know how true that is. But as you can see, they came in many, many, many different colors. Let's check this one out. And sometimes they're also called Murano glass. That's the problem. So you don't know if you have really French opaline glass or Murano. So I'm going to give it's either or. And still, they're both worth the same prices. So whether it's Murano's 1950s or antique French opaline glass, it's still got the value both ways. So it doesn't matter, antique or not. Let's check this one out. $601.54. And this was made by Fratelli, which means brothers in Italian, Ferro. And here's an example of one right there. $601.54. And do they sell for that price? You might be saying, well, that's the price that they're offering. Yes, they do. Oh, yes, they do. And here's another Fratelli one from the 1950s. Here's one being called the French opaline glass box. And First Dibs had a cylindrical shaped one that sold for $1,600. And it says blue opaline glass casket. Wow, that's crazy. All right, so let's check out. And oh no, is my internet going out again? Okay, there we go. There's another one, green, $348, or doll hairs. A small, actually a tall one, $248 in this pale color. Don't know what color that is. On Cherish, they're selling one, 1950s, $470, or doll hairs. On Ruby Lane, they're selling one for $895 doll hairs. And as you can see, at $36, and what did I say, 80 something cents, I did pretty darn good. And here's some more. Let's check them out. Wow. And they came in all different colors, as you can see, some painted or enameled, and some plain, or some with beautiful lion poured feet. And let's check this. This one being sold, this is a smaller one, a short one, or a stout one, being sold for $348 doll hairs. I call it doll hairs. All right, don't mind me. I'm a little bit of an idiot. Another one, $395. One shaped like a treasure box, $475 doll hairs. And let's check out some more. $398. And so, as you can see, I did pretty darn good. Now, trying to figure out if these are real antique French boxes, as opposed to the Murano ones, which were actually replicas of the original antiques, which were probably made somewhere in the 1840s, 1830s, all the way through about 1900. it's very hard to tell the difference. Extremely hard, so hard that a lot of people will actually sell it as antique French, and they will not know. Like, for example, we don't know if this is a Murano or a real antique French glass box, but a lot of people will say antique French glass box instead of mid-century 1950s Murano. But look at some of these prices, especially since they have these beautiful gold doré mountings on them. Here's another one, this one being called French Opaline, $625, but I suspect that one is a 1950s Murano glass one. Here is another one being sold as a French one, antique French, but I know for sure that this is a particular Murano piece because I have another one with that same painting on the top with a scene, and it had a sticker on it that said Murano, Italy. So a lot of people do get these mixed up and do not know whether or not they are actually antique French or Murano glass mid-century. Let's see. Any others like mine? We'll continue to look. And here's white ones. Very pretty. There's the one we saw from the eBay listing. Here's more. First Dibs. And they're calling this one a French one. Antique French. And let's check it out. And it disappeared. Don't you hate when that happens, boys and girls? I click on one picture and it sends me another. But here's some other boxes. And on First Dibs, they always sell these things for quite high. Wow, $4,028. They do get these prices. People will go on First Dibs and pay for them. It's absolutely insane. Here's a cylindrical white opaline box, 810 doll hairs. Ones with painting that are shaped like a box. Those ones are the ones I really, really, really like, as opposed to the cylindrical type. But here we go. $1,950. Again, it is First Dibs. We all know, I call it First Fibs, because pretty much the dealers really, really, really jack up their prices on this site. But then again, I wonder what this one sold for, because obviously if it's not there, it's sold. Let's scroll down and see if there's any more. Wow. Quite cool to see these cylindrical boxes. Let's go on this website. And this one being sold for $895, being called an antique French opaline glass box with a hinged canister. This one's only 4 inches tall, the same height as mine. $895 doll hairs. So let's go over again really fast how lucky I got, because I'm not trying to rub it in or anything, but this was just going by really bad photos. It could have went bad. It could have went really bad, and I could have wasted $38.60 something on a piece of shit, and I would have been very, very unhappy, boys and girls. All right, so what does this teach you? This teaches you to sometimes take some chances, because, hey, you never know. It could be your lucky day, too. And so when a seller puts shitty pictures and you have an inkling that it may be a diamond in the rough, you never know, because you could get lucky. And I really, really, really got lucky. I better put this away before I choke on my words. And then I end up, I'm just showing you in different lighting how beautiful this Lapis Lazuli, love that word, Lapis Lazuli color is. And yeah, I better put this away before it breaks into a million pieces. And then I end up crying. And we don't want that to happen. All right, guys, so long. See you all soon. And woo, I'm so happy. I'm in a really good mood. And now it's about, what is it, 3:45 a.m.? And I haven't slept yet. We at the Ghetto Antiques Roadshow never sleep, because we're always looking for bargains and sleepers on eBay.